Yes, sir. It's Wednesday. Anything can happen day on RiverTalk 2.0.
Today is Wednesday. You know what that means.
No, say it was a Tuesday.
Oh, that's right.
The Mickey Mouse Club was Tuesday.
What did they do on Wednesday?
Anything can happen day.
Oh, well, that's what we're doing today. Anything can happen on this show, and that's every day.
Perhaps Deacon can keep up.
That's right.
Anything can happen.
That's right.
I have no idea what's going to happen. I do know who sponsors this.
Well,
HTC, Anderson Brothers Bank, Conway Medical Center, and Beverly Homes.
Oh, God
Now, as far as
you.
what's happening on the show today.
Boy, they know talent when they see it, don't they?
Don't they now? We're like mushrooms. They kept me in the dark this week, and, well, you know how you grow a mushroom, so let's just move on.
All right.
See what's happening on today's broadcast with our lovely and talented assistant. He's actually the man who pushes our buttons.
Gotta love old Andrew. He's
Yeah,
the guy,
hey,
buddy.
Andrew, how are you, buddy?
Hey, Jack and Deacon, how are y'all doing?
Have we got a great show lined up today? I hope so.
We do. It's a pretty interesting one. We have a familiar face coming back. Last time she talked about the early college high school. This time she's talking about Horry Georgetown Tech. We have Marsha Griffin coming on the show.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Then later on, we're going to have a phone call with Tom Vitt. You never know what kind of surprises HEC has cooking up. I think they just had their members meeting last week, so there could be something interesting coming out of that.
Right.
Then we can toss it to Hal and the boys down at Palmetto Chevrolet and see what's going on down there.
So hold on a second, Andrew.
Andrew, also, will you explain to us how you were expelled from second grade for the unusual way you counted to 11? Come on. Fess up, pal.
I don't know if I can talk about that on this show.
Really?
It's second grade, but there's pending litigation going. It's complicated.
Well, I won't bring it up then.
Wow, you know something I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You must.
We know about this, boy.
We both know
Yes,
things that Andrew doesn't know or will ever know.
We'll ever know. I'm telling you that right now. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Andrew. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Don't let me bother
No, he
you.
was at the end.
Oh, you at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't listening.
He was wrapping up.
I wasn't
that
listening.
was just about it. My favorite part of the show is the delicious lunch that we get from Crafty Rooster, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
Oh, yeah, that's the favorite part of the show right there for me.
Yeah.
The people don't get to see that, but I get to see it.
Their watch and saying, wow, those boys are already thinking lunch.
They are thinking lunch.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, buddy. My stomach's growling now. I just had breakfast. And look at me. I mean, I'm not that big a guy. It's
You've
not
got a
like
high metabolism, though.
I guess so.
How many miles did you walk before you got here today?
I usually do 3 to 5 miles, but not that early now. Not this morning. I have to be honest. I didn't do any real exercise this morning. About the most exercise, I guess, was lifting the soap up to do my hair, well, my bald spot. But that's about the most exercise I achieved today.
Well, it's early yet.
But usually I do about 3 to 5 miles, believe it or not. And I don't run. I just walk. That's good enough. I don't want to tear my knees up at my age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
those knee injuries are brutal.
Yeah, but walking is definitely good for you.
Sure.
It gets the old body going, and I do it first thing in the morning. I walk my dog, come back, then I'll maybe get on the internet, goof around, wish people happy birthdays or whatever. Friends of mine, and it's off again to the races, and I do my 3 to 5 miles. But today I walked here.
You walked here today?
I did. I walked here today.
Well, well, you can step off over at Palmetto Chevrolet, but before you do that, we'll get you a ride home. Did you hurt yourself?
Yeah, I did.
What? Won't you tell us what we got coming up with an event today? Coastal Carolina Remediation.
Oh, yeah. Let me get my helmet.
You needed that.
Yes, sir, buddy.
You need a face guard.
Always need a helmet, this, and the old trusty powerful horn. But I'm not going to use that for this. What I'm going to do is just kind of get on here and mention Waves of Change, the story of Myrtle Beach at the Horry County Museum, 805 Main Street, right here in Conway. Now, that's today, 1 o'clock. The 2019 Horry County Museum documentary film series continues with Waves of Change. This is the story of Myrtle Beach. Now, this series follows almost a century in the history, development, and people of the sleepy beach village that became a national tourist destination, as we all know. It explores how the community of Myrtle Beach has dealt with two major goals to bring people to the beach and to build a hometown. Also explores some of the major setbacks to development, as well as the forces and the people that propelled its growth, and it discusses the new wave of change, continued increase in the growth, and challenges that come with that growth. Now, the film is free to the public.
Free film.
Will be shown at 1 o'clock this afternoon, okay? At Horry County Museum, 805 Main Street in Conway. Somebody needs to fix this stupid helmet. It just doesn't fit. It keeps dropping off my head. Let me adjust it here while you do what you got to do.
Well, I was just planning on watching you a little bit there.
Oh, no, don't watch me. I'm lost.
Yeah.
I gotta get this thing.
Was this film shown on public TV?
I'm not sure if this is the one or
Sounds
not.
like
It
maybe
could
it
be.
was.
It might be.
Huh.
But it's going to be very interesting. As you know, that's what this show is all about, too. We like to delve back into the old Myrtle Beach days and kind of...
Well, you do. You like to reminisce.
Well, what about you?
Well, I do when it comes to automobiles. I like classic cars, but outside of that, I'm all about tomorrow, man. But speaking of which, don't walk home today.
Yeah.
Just head over to Palmetto Chevrolet. Let's see what's up over there with Hal.
What's going on, everybody? Hal Stoniker with Palmetto Chevrolet. Going to show you how to reset a trip monitor on a 2019 Chevrolet Colorado work truck. On a 2019 Chevrolet Colorado work truck, the way to navigate through the driver information center is on the blinker. Where it says menu, you've got three options: trip, vehicle, and eco. On trip, if you go down one time, there's your trip one. The way to reset it is hold the button on the end. Once it resets, it will automatically resume. Come see us at Palmetto Chevrolet today. Thank you.
When you decide to find those new roads, and you'll find they lead to Conway, Palmetto Chevrolet, get that new car or truck there. Palmetto Chevrolet. We'll be right back with more River Talk after this.
Hey, it's Delaney with Moonshadow Studios. Something I have learned recently is that opportunities do not knock. They only present themselves when you beat down the door. We'll be right back with more RiverTalk 2.0.
My family keeps me on the go. And as fellow community members, HTC believes friends and neighbors deserve services that keep the day running smoothly. No matter where life takes me, HTC keeps me connected by providing world-class technology to Horry and Georgetown counties. Because you are here, and so are we. HTC. This is life. Connect with it.
Achieve the smile you've always dreamed of with the Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry. Let Dr. Jeff Horowitz and his staff use their expertise to improve your health as well as your smile. From TMJ or bite problems to smile makeovers, implants, gum disease, and even braces and Invisalign. Let our team show you the difference of true comprehensive care. Call today to set up an appointment. The Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry, with 2 locations to serve you better. One in Conway and Murrells Inlet, now accepting new patients.
I'm Johnny Gardner. I was born and raised here in Horry County. I went to Coastal Carolina, and I've been practicing law here for 25 years. I've seen this county grow, new roads, more cars, and unfortunately more car wrecks. If you or a loved one have been injured in a car wreck, give me a call. It won't cost you anything to see if I can help. You take care of getting better, we'll take care of the rest.
Anderson Oaks has turned out to be a home away from home for my dad.
The staff here treats the patient as well as the family with dignity and respect.
I think that the rates here are reasonable.
They got to go stay somewhere. There ain't a better place to stay than this one.
And Anderson Oaks is just making me so fond of life in general, and I just can't wait to get up in the morning and say, God, what do you want me to do today?
Hey guys, I'm John Cassidy with Duplicates Inc. and Market Smart, the best printing company in the area, and we're right back to River Talk 2.0.
Welcome back. Great TV show, by the way. There was a codder in there. I've just got an old codger.
More coffee, please. Thank you.
Hey, Delaney. Good to have you join us.
I'll tell you.
Good to have you with us, too. This day in history is powered by Horry Electric Cooperative. I can hardly believe this.
What? A bomb just went off.
No, it's a reenactment.
Good. I like
Tiger
sound
Woods'
effects.
ex-wife is swinging a golf club again. Tiger Woods, this day in history, won golf's PGA Championship, the first to win 3 majors in the same year since Ben Hogan did it in 1953. Tiger Woods.
You play golf, don't you?
I used to play 3-4 times a week, and what I did would not really qualify as playing golf, but I broke 100. I was playing in the 90s, shot in the 80s a little bit.
That's
before I stopped playing.
I thought when you told me that you'd played 36 holes, you were talking about a harmonica.
Well, I do play more harmonica than I do play golf.
Well, there you go, man. So you're a go-getter. You're a double duty man.
I know the greens and I know the blues.
Whoa, I like that. Huh? That is cool. That could be a song title.
I'm going to write it down.
Yeah, write that down.
I know the greens and I know the blues. Nah, it has no commercial appeal like we do. Now, obviously, our next segment in the show's got to have commercial appeal.
Why? What's up?
Well, it's sponsored. The Carolina Center of Advanced Dentistry.
Oh,
it's time to crack a smile, man.
Right. It's time to get
crack
a giggle.
Smile.
Well,
it's the bare essentials of the show. Enjoy.
I almost forgot.
A few minutes later, the bear was spotted behind this home in Moreland Hills. This recreation identifies how witnesses say the bear escaped into the woods.
That obviously was not from International Drive because the bear would have used a tunnel.
I barely laughed at that.
It was quite grisly to watch.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, Andrew is not embarrassed by anything, so expect more where that came from tomorrow.
Yeah, he is responsible for these, isn't he?
It's all we can bear.
Yep.
We got enough of that.
Well, he's a cub. He's a cub.
Oh, yeah.
He's our cub.
Yeah, he is. He's a work in progress. Yeah. Little bear. Got to teach him well.
Yep. Where is he?
Well, Jack,
maybe he's out doing a smoky.
Just a reminder, if these aren't getting the job done, someone can send in their own video.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So you see it at the end of every little clip.
Please
Andrew
do
at
so.
LuckyDogTelevision.com. Go ahead and send me something a little better.
And that was what again?
Andrew at LuckyDogTelevision.com.
He's braver than I am to send his email address out there. Looks like you got a cup of coffee in your future,
my
buddy.
dear. Thank
That's
you.
nice.
Yes, sir. Delaney.
Boy, that's a fresh new pot. That smells good.
It is, man.
I wouldn't get any sleep tonight, though. Half a cup of coffee, I've weaned myself off. Get all jittery. Because I'm already fast enough.
Well, this is good for now. I mean, what the heck? This will keep me awake till noon. So.
Okay. Well, there's no point in even thinking of dozing off for this next segment. Let's check this out from our good friends at the Speedway.
Welcome, race fans, to the 26th edition of the Myrtle Beach 400. It's race day.
Well, this is a big race this weekend. Really excited. A bunch of cars are here. Big, fast track.
Everybody, puts at the top of their list is what they want to win.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
What I do away from the track, I go to the hotel. We usually go out to eat somewhere, and then we always ride go-karts here. We always go to a go-kart track or Broadway at the beach or something. There's so much to do in Myrtle Beach. You can't really get bored even if you're not at the racetrack.
We look forward to coming to Myrtle Beach. Our wives, our crew guys, everybody comes down. We're able to kind of spend the evenings out in the town, spending money, shopping, and eating at the local restaurants because it's something different. It's a change of pace for us, but during the day, the guys get to come over here and have fun at the Myrtle Beach Speedway.
coming here and seeing how nice the area is and everything about it, it's really cool, and seeing a great facility of a racetrack around here too.
I really like to come down here for the food. It's really good at Broadway at the beach, and I like to come down here and race a lot because this track's really cool, and all our series come here, so it's a good deal. I like it a lot.
Coming to have a good time at the end of the year and blow off some steam at the beach and have fun.
I'm Johnny Gardner. I was born and raised here in Horry County. I went to Coastal Carolina, and I've been practicing law here for 25 years. I've seen this county grow, new roads, more cars, and unfortunately more car wrecks. If you or a loved one have been injured in a car wreck, give me a call. It won't cost you anything to see if I can help. You take care of getting better, we'll take care of the rest.
You can be approved.
At Anderson Brothers Bank, your options are endless. With loans starting at $1,000, we can get you approved even if you have a low credit score. Still nervous about applying for a loan? Anderson Brothers Bank ranked 3rd on the Forbes list for in-state banks. So give us a chance to show you how we treat you like family. Anderson Brothers Bank, since 1933.
Achieve the smile you've always dreamed of with the Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry. Let Dr. Jeff Horowitz and his staff use their expertise to improve your health as well as your smile. From TMJ or bite problems to smile makeovers, implants, gum disease, and even braces and Invisalign. Let our team show you the difference of true comprehensive care. Call today to set up an appointment. The Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry, with 2 locations to serve you better. One in Conway and Murrells Inlet, now accepting new patients.
You wear many hats, and HTC knows what you need to keep the day running smoothly. You're an entertainment coordinator, appointment maker, and business superhero. You're a personal chef, chauffeur extraordinaire, and a trusted protector. No matter where life takes you, HTC keeps you connected by bringing world-class technology right here to Horry and Georgetown counties, because you are here, and so are we. HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
Hi, I'm Joanna from Crafty Rooster. Stop in, try one of our 20 cold brews, and now we're back to RiverTalk 2.0.
Boy, howdy, there's plenty of this stuff we call RiverTalk 2.0. Some have said this is their favorite part of the show.
I'd like to know who that was. Yeah.
A lady at the grocery store the other day said, I like that speaking Southern thing. Who's that fellow that does that?
The bag boy.
Yeah. It is How to Speak Southern with the one, the only, the incomparable.
Well, hold on just a
Deacon
second
Dawson.
before I get into that episode. Delaney, I could use some more coffee over here, please.
Wow.
Delaney, paging Delaney. Oh, here you go, darling. Yeah, get that coffee. Thank you. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, here we go. Okay, time to speak Southern. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to speak Southern now. I'm going to teach you Yankee folks what we do down here, proper English. Here it is. Our word for today is clone. Clone? Yeah, it ain't copying what you might think. Copying
I
somebody.
thought that's what that was.
Well, you and I would be like clones.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a type of scent that you put on yourself. What's that clone you got on there, sweetheart?
Black Orchid.
Ooh, you smell nice. That's our episode of that for today.
Yeah, it doesn't put more men in your life, but does put more life in your men. Hey, Marsha, how you been?
How you doing? And you know this speaking Southern thing? Oftentimes when I get a new manufacturer in the county or I'm working with people, I tell them first we're going to learn to speak Southernese.
All right.
And pronounce Horry County.
Horry is a tricky
and
one.
You know, it does wonders.
I know both you and I.
We both,
Yeah,
yes.
we pronounced it incorrectly when we crossed
I
into.
first rolled into Horry County. I was half asleep with a bunch of guys back in 1968. I woke up, I looked up, I see a sign that said Horry County. I said, "Oh, thank you, God. Yeah, I've reached paradise."
And where had you come from?
I come from West Virginia, of course.
Oh,
That's
West
why
by God, Virginia.
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
It does explain a
That's
lot.
right.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
But
does.
I learned the proper say, "Oh-ree, oh-ree."
Yeah, oh-ree. So I love this Southern talk piece. And
I tell people
I'm
that's
real glad
French.
to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's foreign to a lot of people.
It is.
Yeah, over yonder. Some people never get it.
Yonder.
Marsha Griffin is our guest.
Thank you, darling.
You have many titles.
I do.
You do a lot.
I have a very interesting life, and that's the way I like it, you know. So I get to consult on a lot of exciting things and a lot of projects because of my past background with Georgetown.
Well, where did you
Technical
grow
College.
up, Marsha?
I grew up in Kenston, North Carolina.
Oh, Lenore County.
How did you know my county?
Yeah, how'd you know that, Jack?
I also grew up in North Carolina. We were 48th in education when I graduated. Yeah, I grew up in neighboring Johnston County.
I know Johnston County.
So you had Johnston, Wayne, and then Lenore was over here.
Yeah, and then Craven, and
Craven.
we really kind of live right on the line, out on Old 55, and we were tobacco farmers. So
I gotcha.
That's where I learned to work so hard.
You got any people over in LaGrange?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
We'll talk later.
We will.
It's all foreign to you.
Suttons.
It's foreign to
Lots
me.
of Suttons.
Lots of Suttons.
Lots of Suttons.
There's
You got
actually
a lot
a
in common.
Sutton town not too far from
Actually, there is, and one of my cousins lives there because he's married to Diane Sutton.
I know Diane.
You do?
Isn't she a brunette?
She is.
I know her.
6 degrees of separation.
It is. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, how'd you end up here in South Carolina?
Well, I was working at Southeastern Community College
Okay.
in Whiteville.
Whiteville. Yeah, Whiteville.
And that was the beginning of my career because when I graduated from East Carolina, that was where I got my first job.
Okay.
And so Larry, my husband's in the clothing business,
Sure.
as you know, and he wanted to come to a little larger city and have some more opportunities.
Right.
So in 1976, we moved to Erie County, and Larry went to work for John Baldwin.
How about that?
And I don't know. I know one person in here remembers John Baldwin, and that was a real, just kind of like an oasis store for us because we'd always been in small towns in the South. And this was an incredible store, which we were lucky to have here. So Larry got a lot of experience there. I had a contract that I worked and commuted for a year. And, you know, as you know, you got to know who your daddy is in Erie County to get a job, particularly in 1976.
Oh, yeah, that's a recurring
at
theme this week on the
Technical
show.
College. But I was lucky. I would go every week. And I met this man who had been Nixon's pilot.
Oh, okay.
On Air Force One.
Really?
So he wasn't exactly from here, Pete Miller. And he says he hired me because he was tired of talking to me. And he said, you came every week, he said, and I had to hire you.
Okay.
And so that was how I got in with Georgetown Technical College. And we've been here since 76. And I really do consider this my home because this is where we build our careers
Right.
and have our families. And I do have people in Whiteville, and I do have people in Kenston.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, this is a lot like where we were born and reared.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it
It
made
is.
for a really easy,
Well,
nice transition.
The community college system, and that's North Carolina coming out when you say
Right.
community college, and
Right.
the technical college system in South Carolina, two of the best in the
Oh,
nation.
yes. And, you know, when I left North Carolina, it was a little bit of a shock because, you know, we have 53
Mm-hmm.
in North Carolina because they made they wanted one to be at everybody's doorstep.
Right.
Well, that has come to bite them, but it was a great concept.
Mm-hmm.
And they were so much into the transfer program. Well, then when I came down here, we only had 19.
Mm-hmm.
And they were not in the transfer business. So I really had to kind of go back to my roots a little bit more
Sure.
because we had a trucking line with a machine shop and a welding shop. And of course, you know, when you live in the country, your daddy can do everything.
Right.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And I have 31 first cousins on one side and 29 on another. So we all grew up in this run your own community kind of thing.
Right.
And of course, you never took your lawnmower to anybody to get it fixed.
No, there was no point in it.
Absolutely not. And so when we had all these programs, see, that was easy for me. So I sort of transitioned into a major counseling role that was technical. And then in '93, I retired. And not that it had anything to do
I
with
hadn't
each
noticed.
other.
I was ready to say,
Well,
you've never retired.
No.
Come on.
And I'm not planning on it either.
No.
But I did retire from the state. And because, you know, I'd gone to work really young.
Yeah, sure.
And I'd worked 28 years in one spot. And so not everybody does that. But
Right,
it played off
absolutely.
really well for me. So then started a consulting firm that was more leadership, team building, executive coaching, and issues of work. So that played out really well. Well, also within that time, we stopped doing welding, machine tool.
Right.
We did keep HVAC. At one point in time, we canceled that, but they hired me to bring that back.
Right.
So we let that go because it's so expensive. Like a new machine now, like a new CNC machine. You have any idea what one might cost in a real upscale, say like the gun company?
I'm going to take a stab at this. $323,000.
$780,000.
Wow. Unbelievable.
But one of those machines can replace 3 workers.
Yeah.
So over a period of time, it's very possible to pay for it. But anyhow, about 4 years ago, we decided, and I know y'all have been hearing about the manufacturing resurgence in our nation, because we certainly have not trained any skilled craftsmen, particularly in the South.
Sure.
So about 4 years ago, we brought back machine tool, we brought back welding, we had kept HVAC because that's a staple.
Absolutely.
And then now we're going to put in mechatronics.
That's huge because my wife's family is from the Midwest.
Right.
And so they manufacture stuff.
Yes.
And so everything in mechatronics, I could see everybody that makes anything needing somebody to repair stuff.
Right. And they understand what a machinist does. That is a very hard thing to sell here. And when you think about it, from your toothbrush this morning, which was probably made in a wax mold, to my bracelets that are on my arm.
Sure.
Eyeglasses, if you wear
this was
them.
molded.
Yes, everything has
a fly
its
swatter.
beginning.
I know y'all love those in West Virginia. That was made in a
we
plastic.
use newspapers.
Yeah, tool and die guys.
Tool and die guys.
Yeah.
Right. And so the opportunities here are great. And the manufacturing people have to have skilled laborers. So, you know, it's a really good, my interns, just to give you an indicator, when they finished 1 year, start at $14 an hour.
That's great.
Most often. And so we've got guys out there making $22, $25 an hour and going to an upward model.
That's awesome.
So this new center in Georgetown.
When does it open? Because we're a
it's
little pushed for time.
It's going to open August 27, and with classes in machine tool, in welding, and mechatronics. This is the first time we've offered this here, and I will tell you, in all my years of experience, my first class is always the cream and always gets the best jobs.
I love it.
So-
We're going to have to get you back because I know there's some stuff we want to talk about on the culinary side. We'll have to get you back for another show.
That's kind of a whole nother show, but I do need to do it quickly.
I can give you 15 seconds. On your mark, go.
We're going to be honored to have Sam Jones, the James Beard barbecue winner here in early November. So stay tuned. It will be an event with the Culinary Institute and OE Georgetown Tech and OE County K-12, which supports the early college high school here.
That's cool.
Well, we can bring her back and talk about that.
That's like
right?
the most valuable player trophy.
Oh, yeah.
In sports. It's huge. Thank you, Marsha.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
I love being here.
All right, now we're going to talk about all those Suttons up in North Carolina. And while we're doing that, you check out this great video from the Oaks, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Christy Massey, Executive Director here at Inlet Oaks Assisted Living Community. I started my career in healthcare while in college at a local pharmacy. I earned my degree as a medical laboratory technician and moved into earning an additional degree in nuclear medicine. After working a number of years in the hospital, I felt a desire to do more. I moved into a career working in hospice where I quickly realized where my heart belonged. That's when I knew that working in long-term healthcare was my calling. Getting to work in hospice was one of the most meaningful careers. Helping families when they are at their most vulnerable point is a true calling. For me, I wanted to get to know the families long before that time was near, to get to be there when they still want to be as independent as life will allow them, while also being a hand to hold when they can't. Getting to know the residents and their families is something I look forward to every day. The residents here are not just people that need help, they are family. They know every morning I make my rounds just to check on them and get my daily smile. They know I have a strict open door policy and that they can come to me at any time. I'm here to help make them feel that this is truly a place to call home. The strength of Inlet Oaks comes from its dedicated associate. Every associate is a personal representative of Inlet Oaks to the residents and the families that we serve. Our mutual goal must be to provide the highest caliber of resident care at all times. Here at Inlet Oaks, we offer you our warmest welcome. We aim to provide a safe and secure environment to meet your ever-changing needs.
Achieve the smile you've always dreamed of with the Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry. Let Dr. Jeff Horowitz and his staff use their expertise to improve your health as well as your smile. From TMJ or bite problems to smile makeovers, implants, gum disease, and even braces and Invisalign. Let our team show you the difference of true comprehensive care. Call today to set up an appointment. The Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry, with 2 locations to serve you better. One in Conway and Murrells Inlet, now accepting new patients.
Anderson Oaks has turned out to be a home away from home for my dad.
The staff here treats the patient as well as the family with dignity and respect.
I think that the rates here are reasonable.
They got to go stay somewhere. There ain't a better place to stay than this one.
And Anderson Oaks, it's just making me so fond of life in general, and I just can't wait to get up in the morning and say, God, what do you want me to do today?
I'm Johnny Gardner. I was born and raised here in Horry County. I went to Coastal Carolina, and I've been practicing law here for 25 years. I've seen this county grow, new roads, more cars, and unfortunately more car wrecks. If you or a loved one have been injured in a car wreck, give me a call. It won't cost you anything to see if I can help. You take care of getting better, we'll take care of the rest.
So your credit score is less than perfect, say 550 to 660, and you think you need to go to one of those payday lenders to get the money you need.
At Anderson Brothers Bank, we make loans other banks won't, at rates finance companies can't touch.
If you're in need of a small loan to help consolidate debt or a larger auto loan for your next car, we can handle that.
Walk into any of our 23 locations and walk out with the loan that you need within minutes, or apply at abbank.com.
You wear many hats, and HTC knows what you need to keep the day running smoothly. You're an entertainment coordinator, appointment maker, and business superhero. You're a personal chef, chauffeur extraordinaire, and a trusted protector. No matter where life takes you, HTC keeps you connected by bringing world-class technology right here to Horry and Georgetown counties, because you are here, and so are we. HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
Hey guys, I'm John Cassidy with Duplicates Inc. and Market Smart, the best printing company in the area, and we're right back to RiverTalk 2.0.
Hey, don't you love those feel-good stories? Folks doing great things for others? Well, I like them, and so do our friends at philanthropist.com. Enjoy.
Today we celebrate philanthropy. Food where there was hunger.
Homes where there was abandon. A dancer dances, a student soars. Music replaces silence. A garden flourishes, a community unites. The future takes root. Plans are made, opportunities taken, and dreams come true, all made possible by the power of philanthropy. In September of 2018, Hurricane Florence dropped 13 trillion gallons of water over the Carolinas and Virginia. For 2 weeks after the storm, floodwaters continued to rise, eventually flooding over 2,000 homes across Horry County in South Carolina. The Rosewood area of Socastee was one of the hardest hit. At its worst, floodwaters nearly reached the roofs of several Rosewood homes. John Schaefer, pastor of Discover Church in Surfside Beach, South Carolina, worked with his congregation to be a lifeline to meet the physical, financial, and spiritual needs of this community before and, more importantly, after this record-breaking natural disaster.
I grabbed my associate pastor at the time, Mitchell Adkins, and I said, hey man, come ride with me for a little bit. We're gonna just walk through a neighborhood. So we did, and we met him down there, and we just started taking out boxes, and literally the first house I went to was a guy, he and his wife were out there trying to do sandbags, and the wife couldn't help him much, and it was hot at this time. It was super hot, and I just never hardly got past that. They kept walking down the road, and I'm just helping this guy do sandbags, and you know, I just felt the Lord speak to me of, you know, you need to help these people. They, you know, where would Jesus be in this county if he were here right now? He would be where this storm's going to hit, and that's how it all started. It just all started with those sandbags at that one house before the storm came. The visual of devastation after we had been in there for a week or so every day, helping people get their appliances out and get everything out of their house, and just walking around on dry ground, and then to go back in and see that we couldn't even drive even close to where we were. That was immediate, just overwhelming feeling of, you know, we know these people now. We had met a lot of people in there and built relationships with them, and for it to really sink in. I mean, we knew a storm was coming, but we were so busy renting U-Hauls for people, buying storage units for people to put their stuff in, and so we were busy. But when we just went and that water is just sitting there, and and it's like a ghost town, that was overwhelming.
Strangers met because of the decision to lend a helping hand. Strangers became friends, friends became family.
I had sandbags on my truck. I was leaving. I had already sent everybody home. It was dark, and I knew that the water was going to be in the next day. This was going to be our last night we could really be in there. And before I left, I was going home, and I remembered I had like 40 sandbags left on my truck. And I'm just like, okay, God, I know somebody needs these sandbags, and you're going to have to show them to me, because if I get to this stop sign, I'm going home. I'm tired. I'm going home. So I'm going down White Pine Drive. I see Tamiga standing in her driveway. I'd been seeing her off and on, but you know, they had everything in a big pod that was sitting in their driveway, and I just said, hey, y'all okay? You need some sandbags? She was like, yeah, we could use some in the back. Next thing I know, I come around to get bags out of my truck, and there's like 6 guys helping me, and I'm going, oh man. So we go on. So when we get all the bags put at her back door, we're standing in her front yard, and we introduce each other, and I say, hey, I'm John Schaefer. I pastor Discover Church in Surfside, small church, you know, or whatever. And then the guy just stands there, and he says, oh my God, I cannot even believe this. Like, he just had chill bumps. He made everybody look at his arm, and I'm like, well, how do I know? I don't think I know you. He goes, yeah, you do. I said, no, I don't think I know you. And he said, we spoke on the phone about a week ago. I'm the friend of Grady Jeffrey, so we end up at the same driveway at the same exact time before the storm. So the kicker is, we start talking, and he said, when I heard your name, I knew God was gonna do something amazing. He said, my best friend was named John Schaefer, and he died 2 months ago in North Carolina, his dog got in a fast-moving river, and he jumped in after him. They went over a waterfall. It's the same guy that my other friend had read about the month before and called me and said we had read that John Schaefer had died. We were making sure it wasn't you. That's how I met Tamika.
He's awesome. I couldn't thank him enough. I couldn't thank Discovery Church enough. They have done so much. It's just amazing. When he sticks by somebody, he sticks by them. And he's been with me every step of the way. Every step of the way. I'll tell anybody about him. He's awesome. He is awesome.
The long-term solution to this devastating event was the almost total rebuilding of the surviving homes. This grew into a 6-month commitment.
We can't do this. This is bigger than us. This is crazy. We'll just do one. We'll start with one house. We'll rebuild one house. And once we started with that one, it was just amazing what God did and how he brought us another one. And every time he brought us another one, the resources came with it. Out of the blue, churches we'd never heard of in the upstate. A lot of word got out on Facebook, what we were doing. There were a lot of, little quick videos of we're in this house, we're in that house. And next thing we knew, people were resourcing us. We were getting checks in at the church from churches we'd never heard of. There was one church in Georgia in particular where a 10-year-old girl was watching it on the news and saw it and everything. And they're right over the Georgia line. And she went to her church leaders and said, why aren't we doing anything to help those people? And I talked to the leaders later, and they were like, well, because, that's in Myrtle Beach. And then they're like, well, because, and they really couldn't come up with a good because. And because of this 10-year-old girl, they made a trip down here and rode with us to see what all we were doing and what the devastation was. Small church. They went back and did a huge fundraiser and brought us a big check. And we even had that 10-year-old girl to come in, and we recognized her at church. But it was awesome how God used a 10-year-old girl to engage a whole church that's not even in our state to come in and invest in rebuilding Rosewood. It really wasn't anything I did. It really wasn't even anything Discover Church did. It was so much bigger. There were so many churches that resourced us to buy sheetrock and insulation and flooring, and it wasn't that we did anything great. We just did what was there for us to do.
God drives him. He's a true believer. He's a firm believer. He always wants to help. He's just a hands-on person, and I think that's nothing but God. God put people in your life for reasons, and John is a great guy. He's somebody you would definitely want on your side because he won't leave you. Whenever you're in a need, he's the one that you can definitely count on. He will drop everything to help someone else. His daughter was in a situation, he was there for his daughter, but he still made sure we were fine. He called and checked on us, we called and checked on him. Even at his daughter's side, he still wanted to see what he can do for me. So John Schaefer he's heaven sent. Heaven sent.
Today, we celebrate philanthropy.
My family keeps me on the go. And as fellow community members, HTC believes friends and neighbors deserve services that keep the day running smoothly. No matter where life takes me, HTC keeps me connected by providing world-class technology to Horry and Georgetown counties. Because you are here, and so are we.
HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
I'm Johnny Gardner. I was born and raised here in Horry County. I went to Coastal Carolina, and I've been practicing law here for 25 years. I've seen this county grow, new roads, more cars, and unfortunately more car wrecks. If you or a loved one have been injured in a car wreck, give me a call. It won't cost you anything to see if I can help. You take care of getting better, we'll take care of the rest.
Achieve the smile you've always dreamed of with the Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry. Let Dr. Jeff Horowitz and his staff use their expertise to improve your health as well as your smile. From TMJ or bite problems to smile makeovers, implants, gum disease, and even braces and Invisalign. Let our team show you the difference of true comprehensive care. Call today to set up an appointment. The Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry, with 2 locations to serve you better. One in Conway and Murrells Inlet, now accepting new patients.
Anderson Oaks has turned out to be a home away from home for my dad.
The staff here treats the patient as well as the family with dignity and respect.
I think that the rates here are reasonable.
They got to go stay somewhere. There ain't a better place to stay than this one.
And Anderson Oaks, it just makes me so fond of life in general, and I just can't wait to get up in the morning and say, God, what do you want me to do today?
So your credit score is less than perfect, say 550 to 660, and you think you need to go to one of those payday lenders to get the money you need.
At Anderson Brothers Bank, we make loans other banks won't, at rates finance companies can't touch.
If you're in need of a small loan to help consolidate debt or a larger auto loan for your next car, we can handle that.
Walk into any of our 23 locations and walk out with the loan that you need within minutes, or apply at abbank.com.
Crafty Rooster, stop in, try one of our 20 cold brews, and now we're back to RiverTalk 2.0.
Hey, welcome back. It's time to jump headfirst into what's happening at HTC with the one, the only Tom Vitt. You know Tom?
Yes, I do now.
I know Tom. How you been, buddy?
Pretty good, Jack. Good seeing you at the annual meeting last week.
It was a lot of fun. Still got my $2 bills.
Oh, man, I've already spent mine.
Did you now?
Not all in one place, though.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up buying a yet another Clemson Tigers T-shirt when I'm sitting in front of the ACC network this weekend.
And that will be, well, according to many people, Jack, that will be money well spent.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no, wait a minute, you guys. I'm kind of left out of the conversation here. You're talking about $2 bills. And I don't know nothing. I don't know
well,
anything.
Well, if you're a member of the co-op,
about.
when you go to the annual meeting, you get $2 bills.
Well, I wasn't invited to the annual meeting, by the way.
Well, we can fix that. I can make sure you get invited.
You got connections?
Yeah, quickly. I got connections.
Well, I got a connection now.
Yeah,
His
sign
name's
here.
Tom.
Sign here. Just sign here.
Okay.
That'll take care of it most times. Yeah, a lot of talk. Obviously, the Clemson Tigers and Georgia Tech are going to be one of the premier events. And a reason to get the ACC network, but so tell me what's going on, Tom. You're the man behind the plan.
So the network kicks off tomorrow, August 22nd. There'll be a myriad of not HTC, but ACC sports programming. Mm-hmm. I don't know the hour by hour lineup for the first week, but there's going to ultimately. There will be 40 football games, 150 men's and women's basketball games, Olympic events, swimming, track and field hockey, all those what folks call non-revenue sports will now be helping to generate some revenue for the universities.
Okay.
And then the big kickoff, quote unquote, big kickoff game is next Thursday night, the 29th, between when Georgia Tech visits Clemson. So that'll be a huge game. The ESPN game day crew is going to be there, so there'll be all manner of excitement and hoopla and fanfare surrounding that game.
Going to do a little game day action, are they?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the first weekend is a huge weekend for football because we've got Utah visiting Wake Forest on August 30th, and then a triple header on Saturday the 31st with one of the Tar Heel State's premier rivalries going off right early in the season when the East Carolina Pirates visit the NC State Wolfpack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they used to tear down the goalpost at those games.
Yeah. Now, being a Tar Heel grad, there's a number of nicknames that I will refrain from saying on air regarding that game. So
Yeah,
we'll just
right.
move on
Take the high road, Tom.
game.
Yeah, take the high road.
No, don't take the high
The
road,
second
Tom.
game
Go
that
for it,
day
pal.
will be Virginia Tech at Boston College, and then the nightcap will be the University of Virginia visiting University of Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
So great weekend of football in the ACC starting next Thursday.
Yeah. That's good stuff. And so I like the coaches shows, so I'm pretty sure, as we've mentioned a time or two here, that we'll be able to see a lot of the coaches shows because that's what they do on the SEC network.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. Back in my younger days, I did enjoy the Mac Brown show, so it'll be interesting to see Mac back on the air.
The Mac is back.
The Mac is back.
Oh yeah, good stuff. How are the Tar Heels looking this week? I'm going to shift gears on you. I mean, you took the high road and didn't beat up the Wolfpack too much. You took the high road. We'll call it Highway 54. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Jack, hope springs eternal in the breast of the Tar Heel football fan.
Yeah.
Now, whether that translates to performance on the field, I think is still to be determined. But hopefully the Tar Heels will win some games they weren't supposed to this year. And I just speaking for myself and some of my old fans or my old friends, as long as we see some improvement over the last couple of years, especially on the defensive side of the ball, we'll take that as a very good sign.
All right. Tom, thank you so much for your time, my friend.
Sure thing. Anytime, Jack. Deacon, good talking to you.
Well, you didn't talk to me. But anyway, nice talking to you.
Thanks for listening to us. You
Thanks
got
for
to listen
listening.
in.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a party line. Pretend you were on a party line there,
That's
Deacon.
right.
There you go.
All right.
You remember those, right, Deacon?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he does. He remembers 3-digit numbers. Yeah, he does. All right, I'll talk to you later. Tom Vitt from HTC ACC Network launches tomorrow. We'll be right back.
This is Delaney with Moonshadow Studios, and I thought that you would like to meet the real Moonshadow. Say hey, Shadow. We'll be right back with more RiverTalk 2.0.
My family keeps me on the go. And as fellow community members, HTC believes friends and neighbors deserve services that keep the day running smoothly. No matter where life takes me, HTC keeps me connected by providing world-class technology to Horry and Georgetown counties. Because you are here, and so are we.
HTC. This is life. Connect with it.
I'm Johnny Gardner. I was born and raised here in Horry County. I went to Coastal Carolina, and I've been practicing law here for 25 years. I've seen this county grow. New roads, more cars, and unfortunately more car wrecks. If you or a loved one have been injured in a car wreck, give me a call. It won't cost you anything to see if I can help. You take care of getting better, we'll take care of the rest.
Achieve the smile you've always dreamed of with the Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry. Let Dr. Jeff Horowitz and his staff use their expertise to improve your health as well as your smile. From TMJ or bite problems to smile makeovers, implants, gum disease, and even braces and Invisalign. Let our team show you the difference of true comprehensive care. Call today to set up an appointment. The Carolina Center for Advanced Dentistry, with 2 locations to serve you better. One in Conway and Murrells Inlet, now accepting new patients.
Anderson Oaks has turned out to be a home away from home for my dad.
The staff here treats the patient as well as the family with dignity and respect.
I think that the rates here are reasonable.
They got to go stay somewhere. There ain't a better place to stay than this one.
And Anderson Oaks, it just makes me so fond of life in general, and I just can't wait to get up in the morning and say, God, what do you want me to do today?
So your credit score is less than perfect, say 550 to 660, and you think you need to go to one of those payday lenders to get the money you need.
At Anderson Brothers Bank, we make loans other banks won't, at rates finance companies can't touch.
If you're in need of a small loan to help consolidate debt or a larger auto loan for your next car, we can handle that.
Walk into any of our 23 locations and walk out with the loan that you need within minutes, or apply at abbank.com.
Hi, I'm Joanna from Crafty Rooster. Stop in, try one of our 20 cold brews, and now we're back to RiverTalk 2.0.
Wow, today is flying by, Deacon.
It sure has.
Show's flying by. It's time for us to salute the Vet of the Week, brought to you by the Oaks.
Shall we then?
Veteran of the Week.
And it is Rochester Gilchrist. Let's say Sergeant Gilchrist from Mullen, South Carolina, served during the Vietnam War and in the U.S. Army for 3 years. Now, after his service, Rock became a physical education instructor in Washington, D.C., and now resides at the Anderson Oaks in Conway. So, hey, pal, we dig you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's not just for Rochester. That's for all of our service guys and gals. We do appreciate you here. We really do. God bless you. All right, so we're almost ready to leave already. I mean, this show's just about over. Mm-hmm. Boy, I'll tell you what, that hour goes by like that, doesn't it?
Way too fast.
We're just about finished, Jack. Do you think maybe you could grab that ukulele and play us another tune?
All right, what do you want to hear? I know what I'll do.
Well, let me see. Go ahead. You decide.
Does Grandpa ever hit you with a stick?
Go ahead. Do it. Yeah.
No,
I like it
I won't
already.
do that one because that one makes you cry.
No, I like that one.
Oh, do you?
No, it was the other one that made me cry. Last one you did.
Oh, what I did on Monday?
They all make me cry, to be honest with you.
Well, here's a little song I wrote.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's called There You Are. I've been low and I've been sky high. I've made wishes on shooting stars. I rolled the dice a time or two and I doubled down on cards. The world calls me a loser, but your word says I'm not lost. Lord, every time I call your name, there you are. Tried to walk in another man's shoes, but they didn't have my size. I made promises to tell the truth, but I ended up spreading lies. Tried to turn the other cheek, but I just couldn't turn that far. Lord, every time I call your name, there you are. Wow, there's a string that's just not tight. But there you go. That's a little something I threw together.
Ray Orsh here, ladies and gentlemen, fellas. Nanner Jack, let's hear it for you, ladies. Come on, Ray, I got the Beatles
all right.
next week. That's right. Topo C's here for the kiddies. We'll be here tomorrow.
That's a great Johnny Carson impersonation.
You like that?
I love it. Actually, Ed Sullivan, for those of you under the age of 30.
That's right. For you under the age of 30, that's right. All of them, the guys that I do impressions of, they're dead. That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah. I was thinking about that. So Sullivan.
I have no act. I'm out.
Sullivan introduced who? The Beatles, Elvis?
Oh, my gosh, man. He brought everybody on from plate spinners to the Beatles to
the jugglers
Elvis.
were always great. Yeah, the plate spinners, were always funny.
Topo C's.
They brought that little stupid Italian mouse on there, but he had every conceivable, every conceivable act. If you made it to the Ed Sullivan Show and he brought you back, you'd made it.
Oh yeah,
you'd made
definitely.
It. So yeah, man.
And even with stand-up comics into the Carson years on the Tonight Show, if you were a stand-up comic and you were ever on the Tonight Show, then ticket was written.
Well, and of course, if you screwed up, too, you'd never come back.
No, if you screw up, you end up on shows like this. And we'll see you next time on RiverTalk 2.0.